we're going to bring to you experts discussing a lot about what's in the app, brands for 24/7, mobile customers. So now we do know that customers today are changing as we speak. And what can we do for them is going to be something that our experts will be talking about next. They'll be highlighting some practices where we blend changing customer preferences and sustainable branding, all of that in just a bit. So please do listen in.
So my first question to all of you is, within your sector, how difficult is it, to acquire a customer and retain her? Let's start with Aman.
Well, retaining a customer is a user, I would say. Retaining a user today is as difficult as acquiring because, like you said, they're spoiled for choices. That's right. But then I think that is something which we enjoy as well because the opportunity to delight is always there. It's not just a 1 day or a 1 week or 1 month kind of a relationship that we build with the consumer. Every day, and it is good that there's a lot of competition which is there because that is when the user also realizes what is the kind of offering that you have.
Okay. So, Sasha, MyGlam started as a pure e-commerce platform and now has added the whole content part with the acquisition of PopXO. Yes. How is the content and commerce approach working out in getting the consumers and increasing engagement?
Pre PopXO acquisition, I think we were at about we were acquiring about 30K customers a month, and now we've jumped as of now to about 3 lakhs a month. So the content commerce strategy is really working for us. It is retention is something that we have really cracked with this, and especially keeping in mind the fact that this is a beauty user. So this is a beauty user and this is a beauty fan. So she loves not just shopping, but talking about all things beauty, reading about all things beauty. It's a very engaged user. So the minute they see a lipstick that they love, then come on the platform and they read about how she can use this lipstick and look fantastic for Diwali. That's it.
Okay, great. So coming to Mana, your segment has been in the news for many reasons, from fundraising to regulatory issues. What are your biggest challenges in terms of user retention, considering the legal aspects too?
I think from a user retention standpoint, right, it is all through the same for any industry. And a consumer who has liked your game, who has been loyal to you by paying, recurring on whether it is Teen Patti, whether it is poker, whether it is the Fantasy League, it is largely your ability from a platform standpoint to invest on big data, on algorithms which can create personalized experiences. And I think once you do that bit, right from the moment a new player comes on board and he becomes a loyal player, right? How do you do bonus vesting? How do you do persona management? And we have 12 kinds of such persona across sharks, whales, tortoise, rabbits, etc., right? And then how do you sort of, come to those points where you believe that he's, weaning away and you bring him back, keep him engaged, etc., etc. So it is all about tech and data.
Coming to Priyank, you come from a sector which is literally a lifesaver. And you must have seen a lot of increase in business during the last 18 months. As the sector is heavily regulated, how different is it for you when it comes to offering an app for your users who will come only when they need medicines?
There are two types of customers that we counter to. One is a customer who is quite, a person who got ill and then he is ordering the medicine. But a person who has a recurring type of disease like diabetes, blood pressure, or might be some heart patient. So we always want that these particular patients or the customers who are into a recurring medicines should be retained for Tata 1mg for a longer period of time because they have a lot of options, also offline options also available. And for that, we are devising a method that whenever the patient or the customer is uploading the prescription, we scan that particular prescription and understand that when the customer is ordering for the first time, we estimate that at what time, after what duration, this particular medicine will be over. And once we, reaches to this particular duration, we start reaching out to the patient or the customer to refill its own account or to refill its own medicine account. So by that particular mechanism, we try to retain the customers because retaining the customers, improves our overall mathematics improves our LTV and ROI.
Awesome. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you, Manav, Aman, and Priyank. It was great to talk to you.
In the pandemic year, all of us in Chola MS are heartened by the fact that we have stayed customer-centric and purely technology-oriented in all our product and service offerings. Whether it is customers, or channel partners, or colleagues, or every other stakeholder. Slew of introductions have been made in this period in the areas of robotic process automation, workflow mechanisms, newer products which are offered digitally, and ease of information to all our channel partners and customers, including customer portals and hospital portals. All these innovations are in the area of technology, and have also invested fairly heavily in the area of data analytics, which will help us understand the customer needs that much better and come up with structured offerings, both normal as well as bite-sized, which should help bring more innovative products to the market. Thank you.
The Sleep company was launched with the vision to become world's best comfort technology company, really elevating the way people sleep and sit. It began with a very simple insight that even though all of us spent 26 years of our life on a mattress, very little or no innovation has gone into this industry in decades. The last innovation that the industry saw, which was the launch of memory foam, was in 1960s. And hence, we worked on R&D for years, and we launched our own patented smart grid technology, with the single intent to really elevate the way people sleep and sit. And in just 2 years of launch, we've seen exponential growth. We've become the highest rated mattress in the digital ecosystem. We've reached already 100 CR ARR. And during COVID, we've seen the brand grow 10x. Right, I think that just shows the trust customers have put in our brand. And today I'm very proud to tell you that we already have a customer base of 50,000 plus, and we will continue to work towards our vision of taking the Sleep company globally and ensuring that we can help our customers sleep and sit better.
See, Lending Club as a brand was born to elevate the investment experience of people of India, and also focus was on increasing returns on their investment. So the core idea came up because what we observed in the market is a lack of capital availability to be funded to people who are looking for a credit. So the traditional systems were not able to fulfill that requirement, and we thought there is huge idle capital available with the individual investors in India. So why don't we allow them an investment option where they can generate much better return than traditional instruments like FDs or debt mutual fund? And that's how we thought of coming up with P2P lending platform. Today, we have got more than 1 million investors who are transacting on our platform, and we expect this to go to 2.5 million by 2023. So we are not just allowing these investors to increase the returns on their low yielding investments. So they are unlocking it from the low yield investment options and bringing it to P2P. But we are also helping Indian economy to grow to 5 trillion and possibly to 10 trillion in the future.
Last year was a difficult time for all of us. Our robust and agile business model aided us to continue our growth despite the unprecedented situation. To tackle to the COVID-19 pandemic, we planned and implemented our business continued processes well in time to ensure safety of our employees, customers, and other stakeholders, while ensuring continuity of our operations in accordance with the prescribed guidelines of Government of India. The pandemic has provided a major push for digital transformation. During the financial year 2021, our digital to non-cash transactions increased by 55%, and during the current quarter one of the current financial year, the digital transactions increased by 70%. We continue to leverage information technology as strategic tool in improving our business operations, adding to customer delight through efficient and improved services. As an organization, we have successfully come a long way and will continue our path with prudence and caution.
In calendar year 2019, we had close to 4 crore Demat accounts in India, and today we are almost around 8 crore Demat account in 2021. So in totality, if you look at it, it took us 24 years to add 4 crore Demat accounts, and we have added 4 crore Demat accounts in less than 2 years. If you look at the macro numbers, India has been the topmost performing economy across the globe in calendar year 21 with almost 30% growth and seems unstoppable. The pandemic has, of course, altered all our behaviors at an individual and an institution level as well. So businesses across the globe, I'm sure, have to adapt to new practices in this era. And a lot of it will continue to be the way of life in future. Of course, at our end, we have seen 3 major transformations in this entire pandemic era. Firstly, and most importantly, from a promoter-driven and promoter-managed organization, I'm proud to say that Marvadi is now a promoter-driven and professionally managed institution. And second most important thing that we have done is we have not only embraced the entire changes that have happened in terms of online or trading or mobile adoption in the industry, we have come out with some state-of-art technology platforms, and thus I would proudly say that we now service more than 4 lakh customers through our 600 plus locations through an omni-channel model and not just the conventional brick and mortar model. And third most important thing was, of course, as a dominant regional player in Gujarat for more than 2.5 decades now, we have transitioned to become one of the leading national player, and we look forward to add more customers in different geographies and especially into Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities of the country, thus continuing our mission of financial services for all.
Over the last few decades, trans fatty acids or TFA has become a term that strikes terror in the hearts of health conscious people. At a global level, trans fats has been picked up as one of the most harmful elements to be causing cardiovascular diseases, which has become an important aspect that brands across the world work towards eradicating. In India, FSSAI has been at the forefront of it to remove industrial trans fats across food products. Dalda has been a household brand in India which has a rich legacy of over 75 years. We strive continuously to focus on trans fat reduction throughout the years. The trans fat content in Dalda Vanaspati has always been in line with FSSAI guidelines, and we have been tirelessly working towards trans fat free goal ahead of its timelines and the industry. Due to COVID pandemic, our plans of introducing trans fat free Vanaspati got slightly delayed. But the silver lining was our team's dedication to ensure nothing but the best gets served to our customers. The team worked twice hard and managed to successfully overcome any obstacle that stood in our way. And so, in spite of the pandemic, we could proudly announce the Dalda trans fat free version ahead of its timeline in the industry. What really sets Dalda Vanaspati apart though has been our constant effort to not only meet regulations in India but also keep in step with global food safety norms. We agree with the phrase, change is the only constant. Having said that, we have ensured that any change at a brand is done only to add customers' delight. And that's why this good old yellow and green dabba that has ruled Indian kitchens for over 75 years has taken a step further, bringing in a massive change in the category at large. True to our core value of safety over profit, we have successfully managed to achieve the trans fat free levels in our Vanaspati voluntarily and well ahead of the industry.
Specification and working with big OEMs. We have been working extensively on opening Amula Mica Shopee across the country, and during past 18 months we have opened over 30 Shopees and aim to open 100 such Shopees across the country. This will serve us our point of sale for premium product. During the past 18 months, meeting our export partners was difficult, but we have done extensive working with and taken a growth of over 35% in export market by organizing virtual visit of the buyers to our factory. During this period, when other companies were reducing the team members, we have increased our sales and marketing team by multiple times. We have increased our presence over social media marketing and done extensive lead generation campaigning during this period. We have extended our warehousing capacity. We have made our premium range of laminates antibacterial and extended warranty from 7 years to 10 years in the same price range. Immediate plans for the future is that we will extend our 30 galleries to 100 galleries by 2023. We will participate in all international exhibitions like Interjom and USA.
We're all set to bring to you our next session, which is on building trust, the key to unlocking the digital space journey of CRED. And it is such a delight to present to you Mr. Kunal Shah, co-founder CRED. We welcome you.
In a country where we are constantly punished for a bad behavior or getting lost for doing a right thing, a brand came around and said that we first recognize you for being a trustworthy or creditworthy individual, and then goes on to say that we will reward you every time you do the right thing. I think brands going forward, we need to be part of conversations and create conversations. What our campaigns managed to do is really help create some conversations amongst our members. And that really worked out well for us. We are in a world which is digital in nature, right? If we are able to spend money in our offline stores and make them nice, why shouldn't our apps not be well designed? Why shouldn't they inspire, make you feel excited? Should be not beautiful. I think that approach that we took as a brand has really paid off for us as well. We've almost set a good standard on how well designed Indian apps can be, because historically we always thought, oh, global apps are well designed and Indian apps are not designed. I think that conversation is not valid anymore, because many brands like CRED have taken the initiative to kind of build that change of brand imagery.
And what a pleasure to welcome right here our young and dynamic speaker. We have for you Mr. Arjun Mohan, Chief Executive Officer, India, Upgrad. We welcome you, Arjun, and looking forward to hearing from you.
Upgrad is 5 years old, 5+ years old currently. As an education institution, we believe that if we are not able to give an outcome which our learner is looking for, we cannot do a long-term business proposition. Indian learners has the tendency to call a useful course or a Kamki course as degree. We realize that the Kamki cheese is actually a life transformational experience at the end of the course, the outcomes which I spoke to you about. So hence, we positioned our product as Naam Ki degree, moved on to specific campaigns taking our products. We did a campaign with MBA. We did a campaign with degrees. We did one more round of campaign with the same donkey, different setup, using our data science and tech courses. So after an year of this exposure, we saw our awareness going up, and hence we moved to phase 2. So in phase 2, we became more ambitious or aggressive, whatever you want to say, and we started talking about Upgrad. I personally feel that we are still very nascent in our brand journey, and there is so much more to happen. This is a huge country. A lot more people deserves to be upskilled, and there aren't that many offline university seats. So we see our goal as an audacious goal in helping the economy and this country itself, and that's what we are trying to do. Thank you so much.
Let us now put our hands together for the Economic Times Promising Brands 2021. Let's put our hands together for Amulya Maika.
I would like to extend my warm regards and thanks to the entire team for motivating us with such an award. Thank you.
We now bring to you Capital Small Finance Bank.
I would like to thank the Economic Times for recognizing us amongst promising brands for the year 2021.
Let us put our hands together for Cholamandalam MS General Insurance Company.
This recognition re-energizes us to recommit ourselves with pride in our journey as a purpose-driven insurer.
Let us now put our hands together for Dalda Vanaspati.
I would like to thank once again the Economic Times for bestowing us with this prestigious recognition.
Let's put our hands together for London Club.
It's an immense pleasure for me to receive this award from Economic Times, and I am accepting this award on behalf of whole London Club family.
Let's hear it up for Canfin Homes.
We thank ETH for recognizing Canfin Homes.
Thank you so very much, and let us now put our hands together for Marvadi Financial Services. Virtual applauses.
I am honored to accept this award on behalf of the entire Marvadi Financial Services team, and I extend my gratitude to Economic Times for recognizing Marvadi Financial Services as the most promising brand of 2021.
Our best wishes to Disney Plus Hotstar.
I'd like to thank the Economic Times Promising Brands Initiative for recognizing Hotstar.
Let's bring to you yet another Economic Times Promising Brand 2021, DOMS India.
On behalf of our enthusiastic and over-ambitious team, I'm happy and honored to accept the Most Promising Brand of India 2021 award by Economic Times.
A round of applause coming in for Greaves Cotton.
Being recognized as a promising brand only makes our promise of providing sustainable and better e-mobility solutions all the more stronger.
Let us now put our hands together for Odc Electric Vehicles.
I would like to thank Economic Times for recognizing Odc EV as one of the most promising brands of 2021.
Thank you once again for joining us. On behalf of the entire team of ET Edge Unwired, this is Isha Bhalla signing off.